When I came to Parliament, we were in one-party system, which was called NRM. In 2004, we formed a party called the Forum for Democratic Change. I have been there since day one. I have never left. So that shows you I'm a consistent person. I was a Deputy Treasurer General of the party. In 2012, Dr. Besigye left the party, so they had to look for leadership. I contested with General Muntu and my younger brother Ekanya. I lost with 32 votes. I never left the party. And if you want to know, you could have tested, I would have left at that time because I knew I'd done well. I can't bring our internal issues here. In 2017, Poa, my big brother Poa, stood with General Muntu. General Muntu was a sitting president of the party. Poa beat General Muntu with over 300 village votes. Recall, during the campaign of 2012, they were calling me a villager, which I like. 2017, they called Poa a villager. So the villager beat a town person. Now, when he won that election, General Muntu decided to leave, to go and form a party called ANT. I'm hearing unfortunate stories about it, that they cannot even go to villages and get whatever they are supposed to get. But that's not a big story. So General Muntu went. In 2021, we went to an election. You remember it was COVID time. It was not an election. My party president who stood, Poa, whom I have respect for, whom I must thank for serving us, he calls it a military operation. We lost. I hope this time there is no military operation. We're here for this election. So that clearly shows which man I have been, consistent. I have never run away. And in 2016, we supported Dr. Besigye. Now, there are colleagues in their lives. They are either leaders or no, they don't want to be led. Unfortunately, that's what happened. And that's why when you see some of them running away, that is the reasoning. They don't want to be led. They want to be the only ones at the helm. Unfortunately, where they have even gone to lead, they have become, I don't want to mention. Look, for example, let me give an example of PPF, which we are talking about recently. You know, my brother Lukwago is the president. My brother Ssemuju is the Secretary General, mobilizer, spokesperson, mentioned it, he has more than 4 portfolios. When they wanted to put a candidate, none of them came up. They wanted to remain road mayors. They wanted to be members of Parliament. That means for them they are more comfortable to be at the helm, but not to show what it is. I was waiting forward to see Lukwago standing as a presidential candidate. I'm here, he's crying here to be a road mayor. And in fact, I want to ask people of Kampala, such leaders don't trust. They can be very dangerous to our country. But in that context, that applies also to my brother Ssemuju, whom I thought would be. Now, so they went wanting power. And they have got it, but they have failed to execute what they are supposed to do. That means if we had given them leadership, FDC would not have had a presidential candidate. Are you getting us? They would not have had a presidential candidate. If they were going to have, they would have demonstrated with PPF they have. So all those stated and said, we are not bad. Those who went with them, some of them were misled. But we want to ask our colleagues, come back. Come back. Come back. We need to move forward. The journey to the struggle for our liberation is a longer journey. Of course, others will reach, others will drop off, but others will join. I ask more to join. I want also more to come and support us, even from other parties. So the bridges I'm building, everybody is free to come with us. And that's why I call on everybody in Uganda to support me. Under the bridge, I will work for everybody. Ask anybody, wherever I've worked, if I've ever been sectarian, I have ever been tribalistic, I've ever been anything of that. When I was the leader of opposition, my driver was from West. My bodyguard was from Acholi. Are you getting this? When I was in my offices, when I worked in finance, my secretary were from West Nile. They are what? That's me. Even today they have given me guards. Akelo, Omoding, I would have asked him, give me these ones. I'm not that category. So this is the only nationalist you have. And I can tell you, I am ready to build the bridges. And those which are spoiled, I will repair.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Nzetera kaya nkola ne Bukedde TV ne Bukedde Foma. Honorable akalulu kano ke muzeemu. Bemuvuganya nabo aba NRM. Balinayo mu Nandala mu local government. Abantu be bayisaawo unopposed. Nga kitegeeza FDC teyasobola kusimbayo muntu. Ekyokulabirako district ye Ssemuju yayisaawo chairperson wa LC5. Naye ng'ate amaanyi g'ebibiina gatandikira ddala eno wansi. Nga mulina ebitundu gye mutalina wadde abeesimbyewo. Akalulu mugenda kafeffetta mutya era musuubirayo obuwagizi?
Nziremu mu Luganda oba mu Luzungu? Webale. Ssemuju nayo muganda wange bamuyita Ssekikubo Fyedola. Waki wa NRM. Weyesimbawo mu primaries. Ndowooza abantu bafa. Abantu bakola ki? Bafa. Ebiriyo ebitundu ndowooza emundu yefuga. Ekyo kyonna okugamba nti ensi eno tulina okujja emundu mu by'obulonzi. Bwe tugenda okuteekawo abakulembeze baffe tujjewo emundu. Ssemuju tulinayo abantu b'ebibiina nga FDC bangi naye bakyakukola ki? Okufa. Ky'oba olaba bagamba kabagende. Ekintu ky'olina sure wadde mugenda ojja kutuuka ekiseera ojja kufa. At least that's a sure deal. You will die. But why should you kill somebody because of a what? A vote. So ebyo ebitundu biliyo abantu baffe babatiisa buli kaseera. Ky'oba olaba twagala tusaba electoral commission ekomeo etuyambe ekole voter education buli mu kitundu. Olaba twagenda ekotido naffe ne tubeerayo ne bakansala baffe bayita unopposed oba okimanyi. Naye ebiseera ebyo nga tebabakiriza okuyitawo kuba ffennyini twaliyo. Ekyo kikulaga naffe duwe ebitundu bye tuyise ani unopposed. Lwaki oleese Ssemuju n'otagambako ebitundu ebirala? Naffe waliwo abantu baffe naye ffe tetukozesa ki? Mundu. Fyedola bakozesa emundu ndowooza omanyi byavaamu luvannyuma. Akaaba wa FDC nedda wa NRM. Twagala kusaba NRM edde mu nkola ekole ebintu bulungi.
Thank you, Honorable. My name is Aloysius Byamukama. I am from Mama FM, which is a women-focused radio station. I have seen your position on agriculture. And now, a question in me, it is kind of a global conversation on climate change. We have seen a lot of changes, including the agricultural habits reducing totally. We have seen waters actually coming to settlements where people are. We have seen mountains in this country becoming so bare, a lot of sunshine, a lot of changes. Let me know your stand on this question about your climate change plan.
First of all, climate change is my main interest. Maybe if you want to know, my master's, my dissertation was on environmental. And I even said that unless we settle climate change, we're going to have disasters in this country. It's one of the themes at international level. So we must have financing in the environment to ensure that we deal with this environment. But who are destroying the environment is the developed countries. And we must deal with them. Either they pay for it or not. But also, by the time they do it, what are we doing as Uganda in our country? We have cut forests. We have cleared swamps. That's why you see silting of the roads and the land. If you go to Nakao when it has rained, that place used to be a swamp. Now water floods. There's a lake over there when it rains, and it has taken people. That is us ourselves. If we're doing it, what solution did we put? Mitigation solutions. So on environment, I want to tell you that I and my government, if you give me authority, will be our priority to ensure we have a better environment for our country. So we'll invest in it We will educate people about it. And when you invest in environment, you are improving the health of the people, you are improving agriculture.